It's your boy Cor. Glad you back for more. I have my cousin here today, RJ, and the video we have for y'all is Calisthenics for Beginners. There's a few basic movements you need to learn: push-ups, pull-ups, dips. When you get stronger in those movements, everything else just gets a bit easier. But if you can't do those things right now, you just have to work on them. That's why I have him here in the video. He want to start his calisthenics journey, and I figured it's the perfect video to go ahead and show you all the perfect form, the amount of reps you need to be doing, and how many times per week you need to be working. That way you don't fatigue your body, and then from there you can move up to the levels. All right, so the first basic movement we have is push-ups. What you want to do is focus on, well, I can get down and show you all first exactly how we need to focus on doing push-ups. I'll go from a side view here. Go from a side view here. So what we need to focus on is hand placement, where you have your hands underneath your shoulders. Hands underneath your shoulders. And to get stronger, when you're starting off, I suggest you put one foot over the other and go down slowly, slow tempo, very slow tempo, and the same tempo you go down, you come up with. When you get to the top, I want you to squeeze. And that's one. That's two. That's three. Remember to squeeze. That's four. That's five. I suggest you start off lower reps, just focusing on controlling tempo and getting the right form. When you do your second set, you can switch over to your other foot. We can go ahead and see how RJ form looking. So we can go one foot over the other, like that. Hands under the shoulders. Keep your back straight. That's something I also didn't say at the beginning. And then we just can go down slow and controlled. Let's see it. One, two. You see, you're already shaking.
Especially with that
Three.
slow momentum.
Yeah. Four. Don't speed up. Seeing speed. Slow down. There you go. All right, and that's five.
Excellent.
All right, that's cool. So, what y'all want to focus on, like I said, keeping it slow. Keep your back straight. Don't go down too fast. Don't come up too fast. And if you realize that it's challenging, just stop at that number. Start again. Give yourself about 2-3 minutes. Start again and do another set. I suggest about 2 to 3 sets of however many you can do. See, we did 5 just now. 2 to 3 sets to 5. It's cool. If you want to go ahead and do more, but you don't want to use bad form. So next we can come over to the dip bar. So this technically is not a dip bar, but if you do have a proper dip bar, that'd be great. But I still use this as a dip bar. Whatever equipment you have, use it. Don't use not having equipment as an excuse to not work out. Whatever you have, use it. Try to utilize it to the best of your abilities. But we can go ahead and use this as a dip bar for right now, and that's completely fine. But I'll show you all exactly what you need to do to improve on your strength in the dip motion. So again, everything is slow and controlled, right? You can go up, you can put your legs behind you, you come here, be up, go down slow, up slow, down slow, up slow, down slow, up slow, down slow. If you realize that you're starting to break your form, if your back's starting to hurt, anything of that nature, please stop, take a break, 2-3 minutes. You out here to put in work. You're not out here to rush and try to get home as fast as possible, right? It don't take you long. 20-minute workouts is all you need. And then from there, you come back the other day or 2 days after. But let's focus on form and let's see RJ. Make sure you stay slow and controlled. Boom. There you go. Like I say, if it's starting to hurt, being a little too hard, just get off of the bar. That just might be your limit. All right, let's see you go down a little lower if you could. All right, boom. And that's perfect. You got one more for us? All right, that's perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. That looked really good. Last week, he couldn't do a dip. Last week he couldn't do a dip, but I think it's because I put him through a real intense push-up routine. But those are the dips. You can work on those. Like I say, if you can go to 5 dips, cool. You do 10 dips, cool. But you want to do about 2 to 3 sets of those. If you can do 4 sets, great. But just keep the form good whenever you're doing anything. Pull-ups, push-ups, dips, squats, lunges, anything you're doing with body weight, make sure the form is good. If you don't keep your form right, you're not building foundational strength. So just don't cheat yourself in anything you do. Make sure you're keeping the form correct. Let's move on to the pull-ups. All right, so next we're moving on to the pull-up bar, y'all. Pull-up bar is something a lot of people is run from. A lot of people is run from this. This is gonna make you super strong. Once you're able to do pull-ups, you will get a physique of a lifetime. You get a physique that you've been dreaming of. And not just a physique, but you can get the strength you've been dreaming of. Your arms can get bigger, your back can get bigger, your triceps can get bigger, your biceps can get bigger. You can get better ab formation. You can get everything, right? But we got to start from beginner level. I started here, and I want y'all to start here. I want RJ to start here, right? You want to keep a close grip. Close grip. Let the feet hang. Don't use no momentum. And we just can pull straight up with as much force as we can. 1, 2. Sorry, stop swinging. Saying stop hanging. Stop swinging. 3. So when I say stop swinging, try not to use momentum with your feet to pull you up. Pull through your forearms. Your forearms was going to really get you up there to be strong. Work on your grip strength. What I also recommend is before you do pull-ups, just come here and hang. Just hang. Come and hang and work on your grip strength. Because yeah, doing pull-ups is cool, but if you can't actually hold on to the bar, then you'll never be able to do a lot, right? So just work on the grip strength for as long as you could, right? 10 seconds, 20 seconds, however long. But work on those for like 2 to 3 sets before you start your pull-ups, and then you can get into your pull-ups. You can start to get calluses at some point, but that's good. That means your hands getting rough and they're getting accustomed to the bar. Let's go ahead and see what RJ got. Make it slow and control. Keep your feet in front of you. It's also another thing that I didn't say. Keep your feet in front of you. All right. And you can pull through the forearms. I want you to explode through. All right. Explode through. 2. And give me one more. 3. Boom. There you go. So when I first started, I was focusing on just going on sets of 3s. I do like 5 sets of 3s, 7 sets of 3s, 10 sets of 3s. Just making sure that every time I do the pull-up, every time I come here and grab this bar, I could use as much force, as much energy every single time. I don't want to be up there on the bar struggling because now my muscles are imbalanced and I ain't using the correct form. So if you can only get 3, do 3. Stop. Take a 2, 3-minute break, 4-minute break, 5-minute break. There's no rush. You don't have to rush working out. You have time. You out here. Dedicate the time and come and do the exercises to make you stronger in whatever area you like to get strong. We did the pull-ups in the front. These are technically pull-ups, But you want to switch the grip and go to chin up. So it's the exact same thing, same motion, but we want to switch the grip. We can go to chin ups. These technically easier to me. I don't know if they're easy to everybody else, but they're easy to me. But it's the same thing. You want to hang, feet in front of you, pull up. Go to a dead hang, no swinging, pull up. Go to a dead hang, no swinging, pull up. You want to work on front grip and the backwards grip, which is technically not what it's called, but wrist forward, wrist backward, pull up, and chin up. That's what they're actually called. Let's go ahead and see what RJ got.
All right.
Slow and control, no swinging, feet in front of you. Explore through. There,
Right,
dead
that's
hang.
much easier.
There you go. Boom. There you go. Dead hang. You got one more on you?
Yeah.
All right, then. So he probably somewhere around like 3 to 4 reps, which then that's where I was too when I first started. You want to make sure you have as much energy as you can put into the exercise. So you don't want to be doing them when you're exhausted. Doing them when you're exhausted is not going to be good form. It's not going to be good for your strength. So one thing I did forget to say was, while you are doing these pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, push-ups, make sure you breathe throughout all these exercises. That's what's going to help you to push through. Getting oxygen to your muscles is what's going to help you push through. If you hold in your breath, it's not going to help you. You might collapse. They might have to call 911, and it ain't going to be good. So just breathe through all these exercises. Inhale, exhale, and work on your belly breaths. Get out that oxygen in your belly and exhale through your mouth. So next we got lunges, split squats, whichever one y'all want to call them, right? But we can go here, elevate the leg, one leg. And before that, I actually want to see how you would do this. Let me see how you would do this. Now that I said, how would you do this?
All right.
Let's see the form, and then from there, I'll correct it if I need to.
All right. Coming down. Slowly.
Okay.
Good. All right. One more.
Let me see one more. All right, that was actually perfect. So I don't know if y'all saw exactly what he did, but the good thing he did was his his knees didn't come all the way over his toes. He kept a straight up and down motion the whole time. Let me get that right there, sorry. He kept the straight up and down motion the whole time. Straight up and down motion the whole time. It wasn't leaning forward. It wasn't wiggling. Keep the knee straight. Go down. Come up. And most importantly, when you get here, you don't want to stand up. You don't want to lock your knee all the way out, right? You just want to come at a slight bend. Boom, right there. You see the difference?
Yeah.
See the difference? Boom. Keep your knee at a slight bend and keep the tension on the muscle. Because if you're standing up, that's just basically taking a break at this point, right? So keep it at slight bend. You go down, come up slowly. See how you're already shaking. Already shaking. This is not an easy exercise, but you need to focus on keeping your back straight. And what I recommend you doing, what has helped me, is pushing through your big toe. So if you keep your big toe down the whole time, that'll help you to stay balanced. Also, if you need to keep your arms out, cool, that helps with your balance. But if you want to make it a bit hard on yourself, keep your arms together. Keep your arms together or in front of you. That'll just force you to work on your balance.
Yeah.
So let's see one more time.
All right. Let's get this. Okay. Position.
So before you start,
Mhm.
what I will say is If y'all having troubles with focusing on this exercise, y'all, when you go down, drop, just focus on dropping your knee to the ground. That's it. Dropping your knee to the ground and keeping, like I say, your big toe down. Keep your big toe down. Then you won't go to the side. You won't go to this side. Just keep your big toe down and don't lock your knee out.
Gotcha.
Let's see it. And your back straight.
All right.
And there you go. Slow and control.
All right. One more.
One more. All right, that's perfect. So you have a body weight squat. We can go ahead and show you all really quick. Same thing. What you want to focus on, keeping your legs shoulder width apart, shoulder width apart. And it's just like you're sitting in the chair. Just like you're sitting in a chair. You don't want to put your back too forward. You don't want to put your back too further back. You want straight up and down like you're sitting in a chair. And you here. Not too far down and not too up. You want to come here with the legs at a 90-degree angle. So to keep your balance, because a lot of people have trouble keeping that balance when they're doing a squat. Same thing I say with the lunges. Focus on keeping your big toes on the ground. Once you think about keeping your big toes on the ground and cement them instead of pushing through your outside toes, push from your inside toes out. Keep the big toe cemented on the ground. If you keep the big toe cemented on the ground the whole time, that should help you with your balance. At least that's what's helped me over the years. Because sometimes if you get fatigued, you might start to wobble and lose your balance, right? But keep your big toe on the ground, and you want to push through your legs, push through your ankles, push through your legs. Yeah, it might hurt if you're doing a lot of squats, but if you just focus on pushing through the ankles and pushing through the legs, you should be good. So let's see RJ technique and how he does a squat.
All right.
Try to keep your back straight, shoulder width apart. Boom. All right, that's good.
All right. All the way up, squeeze, or just halfway?
Try not to lock your knees out.
Okay.
You go again. Try not to lock your knees out. When you come up, right there, boom.
All right.
Perfect. Keep the tension on. Boom. Keep the tension on. And if you want to really make this intense, sit there for 2 seconds. 1, 2. You come up. Keep the tension on. You go down. Sit at the bottom for about 2 to 3 seconds. 1, 2. And you could do those, like I say, if you're starting off, do those for about 10 reps. You could do the lunges for about 10 reps as well. 2 to 3 sets. Everything we show you today, 2 to 3 sets. You could do it at home. Obviously, you just need, say, a chair, a box, a bed. If your bed low enough, any you could elevate your leg on, you could do these lunges. Body weight squats, you can do them anywhere. If you need to find a dip bar, either come to your local park, or if you have anything around the house, you can do dips on. Do the dips on those as well. I did say if y'all can't do dips, I had an alternative for y'all, so y'all can get stronger in the meanwhile. All right, so if y'all can't do those dips, what I recommend is you could do this anywhere, really. You could do this on a bed, anywhere that have a ledge. You just can come here, arms on the bar, keep your legs at a 90-degree. You don't want to be too close. You don't want to be too far. Just have a decent distance, which is good right here. I mean, you just can focus on lowering our body and keeping the weight on our arms. So not even using our legs. Literally putting all the pressure, all the work on our arms. So we just working the triceps and the chest at the same time. It's mostly triceps, but it does work the chest as well. That's gonna get you strong enough that your triceps could hold your body weight. You just want to make this slow and controlled. You got to sit here, sit there for about 2 to 3 seconds and push up. Come to the top, don't lock out. Slow down, push up. That's going to get you stronger. That way you would be able to do dips. But if you can't do dips, just go straight into the dips. Honestly, these are not technically needed. If you can't do the dips, do the dips. But I just wanted to show you all the right technique for these ones. Let's go ahead and see your technique out there.
All right. Too far.
So knees at a 90 degree.
Right.
Cool. Is that comfortable?
Yep.
All right, then. Let's see it. Your butt might hit there. So I recommend coming out just a little more. Extend. Yeah, perfect right there. Boom. The lower you go, what I want to say is the lower you go, the more attention you're going to put on your biceps, sorry, your triceps. So if you could go lower and handle that pressure, that's going to stretch the muscle out more and you'll be able to be stronger on the dips. So don't focus on dropping your hips. Just focus on lowering your body and allowing your triceps to hold all the weight.
Okay.
And then when you're coming up, slow and control, and I want you to push through your triceps.
Okay.
Boom. Let's see one more. Slow. All at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Push through. All right, that's perfect. All right, so that's calisthenics for beginners. It's not a lot of movements you need to master, but the most important thing you need to do is focus on your form. Focus on not doing too many reps, because if you compromise your form, you're not going to be getting stronger. It's just point blank period. If your form isn't good, you won't be able to do more reps in the future, and you won't be able to do different types of tricks like muscle ups and all types of different tricks that calisthenic athletes do, right? What we're gonna move on to next is I want to see if I could teach RJ how to do a muscle up, or at least teach him the technique, and then from there, sometime in the future, he'll be able to show you all exactly what he learned. Appreciate y'all joining the video today. Hit like, hit subscribe. Your boy RJ can be back on the channel sometime soon, right?
Yes, sir.
All right then. Hey, appreciate y'all for joining. Peace.